Is your debt causing you sleepless nights? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. And your debt won't be the only thing keeping you up at night. Debt KO, free, impartial advice on all your debt.
I don't want to focus on him too much, but I've got to talk about Jake Paul if we're talking about tonight's proceedings.
Of course.
He's going in as the more experienced boxer.
Oscar.
He's coming in as the more experienced boxer. Never thought I'd see the day. It's weird, isn't it?
We're just living in that day and age, man. We're living in that day and age. I don't think anybody that's watching the fights tonight want Jake to win. I feel like everyone wants him to get pasted. Maybe his family and that, yeah. But even his brother, I think even Logan, deep down, wants to see him get pasted.
They can take an L each.
Yeah, and Jake-Ksi has been talking a lot of rubbish about him and Floyd, Logan and Floyd. So I bet he wants to see him get a little nose bust. But you know what? I want Jake to win. Why do I want Jake to win? For my own interest. Because I want him to fight JJ.
Yeah. Does KSI watch tonight with that vested interest as well?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I was talking to him yesterday. I was literally on the phone to him yesterday. And we're both saying the same thing. We're watching closely because we want to see if that fight happens, you know, how he's looking. We want to know how he's looking. It's from my perspective, for a friend that I know could be fighting this guy, and as an expert, I want to be able to watch it and say to him, nah, don't worry about it. He's a piece of piss. Or he's looking a bit tasty, so you're going to have to up your game for him. I want, you know, we all care. We all want to see it. And if Nate causes the upset, not that I'd be complaining, because I wouldn't, but I'd be complaining because I'd be like, oh, man, you ruined it now. You ruined it.
Well, yeah, because obviously the interest in KSI and Nate Robinson ain't there, but the YouTube boxing thing, like I said, I don't want to go on about it too much, but I've got to ask this as well. It feels like people in the scene now are been playing it down a lot and dying it down a little bit. Are they dying it down so it can get that big push again when it does come? Or has it just been died down because, I suppose, because KSI has ruled himself out for the next year or whatever?
The reason why it's died down is because it's no longer YouTube boxing. It's celebrity boxing. It's social media personality boxing. The reason why it was so big, which everyone seems to dismiss, is because it was two YouTubers, not two celebrities. No one cares about two celebrities. It's about two YouTubers. That's what we care about. So Logan and JJ is my 20 million subscribers versus your 20 million subscribers, not my dunk contest versus your subscribers. No one cares. That's the reality. No one cares. I don't. I honestly don't. I'd want to see him fight someone within his community because that's what made the whole thing big in the first place. Don't just fight Chris Brown down the road or fight Justin Bieber, because who gives a shit if Justin Bieber's fighting? No one. What we care about is the YouTubers. So we care about the YouTubers as themselves, then we care about them fighting. Not just because you got followers. Everyone got followers when, you know, in this industry. So that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't make me want to see you fight. So Nate, I've only watched like 2 clips of Nate because I know he's an NBA player. He's not a boxer. So when Jake's fighting him, I'm like, why are you fighting this guy that doesn't, he's not even a boxer. He's never even had any fights. Like, it starts to, like, you're just mismatching. And then I'm supposed to be interested. Like, I am only because he could fight my friend. If he wasn't fighting JJ, honestly, wouldn't give a shit. Couldn't care. Could care less about the fight. Only watching because the potential next fight or future fight could be against my friend.
And I take it you hold the same stance with Logan and Floyd.
No, Logan and again, like Floyd, I'm watching as my promoter, innit? I'm watching him as my promoter. I'm watching him as, and watching Logan as someone who I had to.
But if you take that hat off, I mean,
yeah. If I take that hat off, it's just we watch that anyway because I watch boxing, innit? It's like, it's Floyd. If Floyd fights, you're watching, I'm watching, everyone that's involved in boxing is watching. So I guess it gets our attention because there's, again, a common ground that we all have interest in, which is Floyd being a boxer. Because if Logan fights, I don't know, Simon from the Sidemen, then we'd all be like, why is that happening? But they both got followers. Yeah, but Simon don't fight, so who cares? That's how I feel.
Is your debt causing you sleepless nights? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. And your debt won't be the only thing keeping you up at night. Debt KO, free impartial advice on all your debt.